Well, they know they've got to stop you in penetration, and you're aware where the help's going to come from, and they have guys rotating.
A lot of times you wouldn't think, but in the pros, a lot of people miss assignments. You know, say a big man comes over to stop me from penetrating, one of the guys has to rotate down to the big guy. Usually, sometimes they don't, so that'll leave the big guy open. But if they do, that means his man's open. So if they went down to the big man, the guy that came down is open unless they, they have a full rotation.
And
so
you're reading it all in just kind of an instant.
Yeah.
An east-west dribble penetration will not necessarily draw help defenders. But if your penetration is an honest attempt to score, you will draw a perimeter defender to yourself. How will you hit your open teammate? Use the air flick and make your pass accurate by aiming for his numbers.
You got to make them. You got to make the defense think you're going to shoot it. And like I said, once they see that you're going to shoot and the ball's about to back, everybody usually relaxes to try to get a little jump on the rebound. And then once you do that, and then they relax and they turn, look around for the man to box out or something. That's when you hit the guy, and then it's a layup or a jump shot on the perimeter.
Excellent. If your dribble penetration leads you into heavy traffic, remember there's a hole behind you, a spot to throw back to if a teammate will fill it. Be strong with the ball to avoid getting stripped, and reverse pivot to seal the help defender from recovering. What pass do you use to hit the shooter? Your hands are already in position to utilize the two-hand chest pass to throw back where you came from. It's secure, accurate, and quick. Let's say you penetrate, but your defender is still on your side, and your path to the goal is stopped by a shot blocker. You see an open teammate against the grain of your drive, but the defender on your side prevents a quick air flick. What do? Get off of the ground, turn in the air, and deliver an against the grain pass. This will test the core strength of your body. When you penetrate and draw a defender from a post player, what's the best pass to choose with the least chance of being deflected? Use the one-hand bounce pass. When you're in the lane, there are too many hands at shoulder height to pass in the air. And keep your eyes on the goal so that you don't telegraph the pass. Be aware of other help defenders rotating down. They're coming from behind you, looking to rotate into the passing lane. And that's another reason to throw a bounce pass. It's harder to deflect. You've penetrated and attracted a shot blocker who is body to body with you. There's no space to bring the ball across your body and pass to your open teammate. What can you do? You have to go around your back. Let's pretend the same situation occurs, but you don't completely beat your man and he's still on your side, preventing the behind-the-back pass. The defender's hands are up in order to block your shot. What's left in your arsenal? Use the wraparound pass. Again, pass the ball where his hands are not. If you penetrate along the baseline with a teammate at the low post, you're going to draw his defender who's a threat to block your shot or take the charge. Your teammate should be stepping up the lane line to create some space so that his defender can't play both of you. You have to pass over the post defender without letting your man deflect the pass. So how do you get the ball to your post man? Use a skyhook pass. It's easy for post men to catch and shoot because it's soft and caught up high. What factors do you consider make a successful feed to the post?
Throw it away from the defender You know, the main thing is it works both ways. You know, you got to make a good pass away from the defender, and at the same time, the big man has to keep the defender away from getting the ball. You know,
How much of that is knowing your center, knowing the guy in the post?
usually they hold him off. You know, they hold him off here and throw it here. It doesn't even really have to be like a hard pass. I mean, it might even be off the block a little bit to where it's far away enough from the defender to where he could catch it and maybe back him down a little bit, then make his move.
Let's pretend you're feeding the low post, and the post defender has been caught directly behind him, an opening that won't last for long. What's the quickest way to get the ball to the post before that window closes? The air flick is your answer. Fake a bounce pass to get his hands down, and then immediately go up to wrist flip the pass by his ear. Same situation. Do you have another option? The opposite way to get the ball in the post is to fake the air pass above his head and then one-hand bounce pass right by his hip. Now, don't fake higher than your nose, or the process of bringing the ball back down to your hip will give the defender time to bring his hands back down and deflect your pass. Let's look at the same situation as before. Your postman is open, but your defender is up in your grill, preventing you from getting in triple threat. What do? Since his hands are down, use the above-the-head pass. But don't let the defender's pressure take you out of an aggressive stance. Stay low. Keep your game tight until the last second. Then quickly bring the ball up to deliver the pass. If the post defender's beginning to shade to one side, throw away from him.